This is a Steam Greenlight trailer for The Sacred Stone, a story adventure made in Unreal Engine, as you can see. Oh yes, very exciting. Oh, I'm supposed to turn that down before I did the thing, so that's just going to come through on the microphone now. Brilliant. Anyway, I don't need to hear the music again. I've heard the music a lot. I've watched this video already, and I can't stand the music. I also can't stand the visuals. It's a mess. I don't know what's going on. And you'll notice that the protagonist just hit the mage, the boss battle that I guess is happening. Take note of when that character, the character with the sword, the playable character, just hit the mage. Keep an eye on that health bar for the rest of this video. So basically, the action consists of this character running away while blinding flashes of light appear on the screen, and an incredible amount of purple particle effects that just kind of obscure everything. You'll note that for the majority of this video, the main character has not attacked the mage, and hasn't done anything. Except just then. So now the action's finally underway, the battle's about to begin, and the trailer's over. Action fucking packed. Now, The Sacred Stone is being developed by Panzer Gaming Studios. You may remember them if you've been familiar with my work in the past. They made a game called A New Reckoning, which was on early access, and was an absolutely atrocious disaster of a piece of shit that they remade and renamed to Time Ramseed when it went out of early access. And they actually overhauled and changed absolutely everything, and somehow made a terrible game even worse. I don't know how they managed it, but they managed it. So, you know, I try and give people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not holding out hope for The Sacred Stone, a story adventure. But let's look at the description anyway and see what's shaking down. The description starts in all caps. This is not a mobile port if anyone has confusion. Make sure to check out our Kickstarter page. Also, this game has been designed for touchscreens. Think of how many computers out there now have touchscreen ability. Something tells me that the developer is a little bit sensitive about the idea that this might be a mobile port. The only trouble is when you scroll through all of the spiel, and a lot's been fucking written about the game, about how it evokes the old NES days and is this simple game that anyone can enjoy and it's brilliant, and it's just there's tons of stuff that's been written, like basically a Charles Dickens novel. But anyway, you scroll down, and you'll see where they've said that it is being developed for specifically to run on mobile devices. I'll quote that again. It's being developed for specifically to run on mobile devices. I don't think they quite understand that when you say that this is not a mobile port and you're trying to sell it on Steam, that it is. If you're making something specifically for one device and then bring it over to another, that's a port. That's what it is. A little argument's been happening on the games community discussions page, where a commenter by the name of Alpha Beta Gamma is really arguing that it's a mobile port, using what I would describe as logic. I'll read what they said. Claims this is not a mobile port, then spends the next 13 paragraphs of text explaining how awesome this title is for mobile gaming. A convincing argument is made for why this game is a mobile port. And really, the only argument you need is, it is. It is. But Panzer Gaming Studios is really, really adamant and very sensitive to the idea that this is not a mobile port. They say, really not a mobile port, huh? How that would require the game to be finished and on mobile devices. Right, hate to break it to you, but it's not. And here is the main character I just finished to have some tweaking to do. To do. I don't know what they meant by any of that, but I think their argument is that since they don't have a finished product yet, you can't call it a mobile port because the game doesn't exist, which I guess you can't fault that logic. So it's a mobile port in the making, but it's not a mobile port yet because they haven't ported it from mobile yet. That's genius. That's fucking genius, that is. Anyway, it's got a Kickstarter page. 3 people have backed it. It's got $75 pledged towards its $600 go. 27 days to go, so there's everything to play for currently. Oh, and all of the assets Oh, and the assets are mostly taken from Unreal Engine, specifically the Infinity Blade Enemies pack, just in case you were worried that some original work had gone into it. Not too much, not too much.